Hello, everybody. Welcome. So,
Sure.
Thomas is here from Tarot Your Way. Welcome, Thomas.
Thanks for having me, Terry.
Yeah. Thanks for being here again. You've all seen Tom around, I'm sure, in the chats and his dry wit. So, but also you're really talented at Tarot. So, I appreciate that.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. How long have you been doing it now?
I started in 96 or 97, as far as I can remember.
Wow. Yeah.
But those first few years, it was just that fall bazaar for 20 some readings, every year. Dust off the cards and put them away again for a year and then start again.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, so Galactic Fire t-shirts, welcome, darling. Gerald, I love you. Welcome.
I
Rossi
get that.
Stannon's here. Starfish, Cherry Z. Cherry, anything with a Z, I'm in love with. Lady Silver, 1111, good to see you, dear. It's been a while. And Cheyenne Shining. So if anybody sees Gina M today, be sure and tell her she is no longer blocked on my channel. A really sweet woman that's a subscriber that everybody knows and loves, accidentally blocked her. And she told me, she goes, "Oh my God, I'm so upset. I accidentally blocked Gina M. So tell her to come back."
It's a
Um,
it's a sign of that you're a good watcher if you accidentally get blocked, or your chat is very active because something came up into your where you were going to click.
right. It was so funny because Jason Topinski's on and he is so sweet and kind. And but the chat was just cracking me up. I mean, you guys were amazing yesterday. It was just we were dying laughing. Anyway, so these things happen, right? It's not a party till someone gets blocked or the popo comes. So hi Sonia. Nice to see you, honey. And Cheyenne Rise or Cheyenne Shining is here. So
Hi,
I can't
Hershey.
even talk. So we thought we'd do some personal readings today. Actually, Gerald, this is not my first visit with Thomas. This is our second.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and he is an amazing reader. So we're going to have some fun. Oh, you have poor reception. Thanks, dear. You have a great day too. Fan. Anyway, so we have dun, 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 dun. But yeah, so it's been a crazy week. I don't know about for you, Tom, but it's been like all this energy coming in, and so many of my friends are having and clients are having issues as far as not just technology, but also waves of like self doubt, and then waves of a little bit of depression or self judgment. Let's call it self judgment more than self doubt. So, and then, releasing it. And anyway, it's just been kind of crazy.
Well, I had my physio massage last night, so hopefully I'm all in in the mode right now. In the zone.
Yeah, right. Definitely. Hi, Suzanne. Good to see you, honey. Well, I had BC Barton. I don't know if you remember her. She is a healer. She's in the Ozarks. She's down in the Arkansas area. Anyway, she did a beautiful um, healing for me the other day, and it felt really good. Healers need healers, right? We do. Oh, Sonia, Terry, my fourth daughter's name is Cheyenne Sunrise. Oh, that is so beautiful. Sonia, Cheyenne Sunrise. We had Ingrid, my daughter had a teacher named Sarah Rising Sun Lee, and I love that with the sun and Cheyenne. That's beautiful. Oh, yeah. Anyway, so we are going to do some readings today. So, any hi Hypnicity, good to see you, dear. Anybody that wants anything, let me know and I will start starring. Gotcha, Lady Silver. Got it rolling here. And yeah, so uh that's a good question, Lady Silver. Because I think a lot of people are talking about moving. Don't you, Thomas? It's like
Yeah,
all of a sudden,
the housing market is uh, booming around here.
yeah, here too. Here too. It's just been crazy. And but I think everybody's kind of getting an energy now too that we're like ready to move on and go somewhere else. Hi, Jackie's Crystal Moon. Good evening. Top of the day to you.
Do you suppose that's from the pandemic when we figured out that our world really wasn't what we thought it was, where we could actually work from home, or I think that a lot of people reframed reference points from that.
I think you're right. I think you're right. Jason and I were talking about that yesterday too, and I think that part of it is the pandemic was a good start to it, right?
Yeah.
And our awareness of everything changed, and we were kind of like, I don't need to be in this rat race. Like you said, we don't have to be in that cubicle in that office with our heads down
Yeah.
24/7.
They lied to us for all these years, you know.
They did. They did. Yeah. Yeah. And I believe that too. I think that we're like we're star beings and divinity, all of us. So
Well,
there's no sense in just working, working, working.
well, the thing about going to a workplace, it does provide introverted people with social outlets. So it has its place in society, but not for everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. It is a sense of community, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, Jackie, yes, they still do lie to us. 100%. Tracy, I'm getting ready to move too. Yeah. I'm looking at real estate up north, actually. Yeah. So, you know, looking, looking, looking. I'm always looking though. We'll see what happens.
It's a, it's that wanderlust that we have.
It is, isn't it? It's funny. It's funny. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and I've got 8 starred now. So we can go ahead and get started. And then let's see, I'll just read off whoever I starred so you guys know. And then if I miss somebody, let me know. So we have Lady Silver, Cherry Z, sorry, Spirit Watcher Suzanne, Hypnicity, Sonia, Galactic Fire T-shirts, Rossi Sten, and Jackie's Crystal Moon. So if I missed anybody, let me know. And I will get you up there. Hi, Jackie. How are you doing? Good to see you. Jezree, hello, beautiful. We're doing personal readings, ladies. So if anybody wants a message, let us know. And we get started with Sonia today. Beautiful Sonia. Can I get a message from my angels and guides, please? And thank you. Okay.
Okay. So, Sonia, we've got the devil upright, and the devil reminds us to keep some of our vices in check, and we don't have to be a slave um, to those above us. We can easily take those chains off and loose them. So if anything's being hidden from you, now's the time to seek the knowledge. And our second card is the Queen of Swords upright, and she cuts through all the BS. So she she delivers messages quickly and tersely, but she still has that motherly care in her, and she might be your divine guide, because she's always got the best at heart because she is a motherly figure. She doesn't mean to cut through it that everything's black and white to her. Or I see various shades of gray, and can get confused easily in things. And then the last card is our Hanged Man, and we have to look at things from a different perspective and go on that inner journey. Maybe still ourselves and calm ourselves so we can hear the messages from our angels and guides. So I don't have a specific message for you other than keep at it and persist. And as sure as anything, it's a learning process. And the more and more you trust yourself, the more you'll get out of it. That's what I have, Terry.
Okay. Sonia, so I always get your guides overhead, like they're just hovering over you and coming at you. Right now, they're pulling you to a new place. So I don't know if you feel that or not, but I feel like they're pulling you to a new wave of energy, new light coming in. Melissa, I'll get you now. There we go. And we get surrender and release. Okay, we have been pulling this card for what, 2 weeks? Everybody, like every other reading, surrender and release, surrender and release. And here's this beautiful woman. She's carrying this urn with her, and it has to be really heavy, right? And we do that. We carry our self doubt with us. We carry with us choices that we made 20 years ago that we should have, just it's everything that's happening is right now. It's not 20 years ago. So just letting go of anything that doesn't serve us, because you're getting ready to celebrate. There's a new star coming, and that's you. And she's like the fool, right? She's getting ready to just jump off and jump into a new energy, a new life. That's another card that we're getting, everybody, because with 5D and everybody moving their energy right now, just get ready to go, because it's going to be beautiful, and we can leave everything else behind us, all that old stuff. And balance is all about awareness. So looking at things, looking at both sides of things. And I think that old wheel of karma that we used to talk about all the time, and is now we're going to be looking at it and thinking, I don't have to be on that wheel of karma. I can stop that. I can stop going to that office and work from home, or I can do something different. I can make different choices in my life. And I don't have to think about we're kind of taught to look at people above us, if they're billionaires or if they're royal or if they're whatnot. And that's just a mentality. That's just a karmic mentality on this planet. But we're all star beings. We're all divinity. So, balance, awareness. All right. That's it. You've got it, darling. I hope you can work with that. But basically, they're pulling you into this new energy, and they're really happy with you. So, next, we will go. Let me do that one. Okay, we have Galactic Fire t-shirts. I would love a reading. Where, oh, where art thou, man of ever? Maybe. What does that mean? Galactic Fire.
She's looking for Romeo. She's
Romeo.
Pining from the balcony. Is that what I'm getting from this?
Oh, thank you. She's being witty, and I needed you here to say that, Tom. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. The lover. The lover.
Book smarts, but not common sense. That book smart serves me, but common sense doesn't, because I've never been common.
No, I love it. I love it.
So, Galactic Fire t-shirts, we start with the Page of Wands. And so he's that youthful, creative, fiery gentleman. So once that spark of excitement starts, you're going to be dealing with a firecracker. So watch out so you don't get burned. You know, sometimes we get what we wish for, and sometimes that turns out to be more than we bargained for. And that might be the case when we get to our next card, because we have the Tower. So, but maybe that's the shake up from your complacency from looking to actually finding something. And now it's not all about you being by yourself or longing for a man. It's having that person in your life and trying to negotiate. Oh, how do I deal with somebody else when it all used to be just for me? And you have to give up some of your freedoms to be a partner sometimes. And then good news at the end, because we do have the Lovers card for you. And you actually find that person that you consider a soulmate, and they have like-minded interests with you, and you can be yourself around and just enjoy everything. So I think our archangel looking out over the Lovers, they're looking out for you. It just may it may take some time, but when it comes in, it'll come in swiftly with that Page of Wands.
Teresa Ford says, these guys want closet space. Just saying.
Yeah, we are getting a little more vain as we evolve our divine feminine side.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Okay, I get I hear your guide saying reel him in, and he's the big fish in the sea. So they were showing me all these little fish around, but you're kind of holding out for the big fish. So I see you dipping your pole in there and pulling them in. And I get also I pulled concentration. So I don't know if you're going to meet him. And here's Ganesh, and he's writing. He's working on something. So concentrating on what you're doing. I don't know how you're looking at this, or if there's somebody that you've already seen, but concentrating on what's going on, concentrating on something new that you might be doing is what I'm kind of hearing. Like if you're going to a bookstore, if you're going to lectures, something like that. But something new. There'll be something new coming in, and it's something. I think that he might be somebody that's what is it called? Learned. I don't know. So somebody that's interested in the same things that you're interested in a play or something with the arts, perhaps. And then I get this little guy, the fox, and the fox is very clever also. So being very, very clever about it. He's very clever. So being resourceful and using discernment. So and like Tom was saying, looking to see that it's not something that this is something that you truly do want. But then in the end, you get growth with it. So I face life with openness and love. So making sure that you're open to that love at the same time. Anyway, I'll pull a little card here because you were asking where he is, if ever or maybe. And I got these. I just started using these. Have you seen them? They're the Time Oracle deck. There's only like 8 cards in it. It's not a very big deck, and this is within 2 years, Galactic Fire. So I hope that works. Yeah. All righty. So, somebody's saying something funny and I missed it. Hi, Melinda, False Teeth Tarot, and Jane is here. Hello, beautiful Jane. Oh, don't get so picky you miss the diamond in the rough. Hypnicity, that is great, 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 great. Because I feel like we do that, don't we? Yeah. Yeah, because there are it's the strong and stable ones that are worth hanging on to there.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
grocery list of qualities is so big right now that I've made it impossible to find that person. So I'm protecting myself with volume.
With volume. Well, hey, if that works for you, right? Nobody is perfect. Yeah. Galactus says, I'm all rough too. Oh, honey. I am still wearing, okay. This is what a nerd I am. Actually bought this t shirt from my son, but he didn't like it. It was a joke gift. And it's a kitty cat being King Kong and climbing the Empire State Building. Anyway, we were watching this really funny show the other night, and this really nerdy guy in it, Eric, and my son Eric is who I bought the t-shirt for, was on it, and he was wearing this t-shirt. And I was like, well, I really am a nerd now. So anyway, okay. Rossi's done. I would love a message from my guides. Okay.
Okay, Rossi, we start out with the Queen of Wands reversed. So um, you're you're just sitting back and listening, and our Queen of Wands, she's our queen with the cat, and I like your picture because that cat in the picture is the cat at the foot of the Queen of Wands. So that cat is um, looking deep into your soul and your and really understands you. So once you get to the level of that cat and you understand yourself, then we can get the messages from our guides. Next card is the Two of Swords, and um, maybe this is warning that you're blocking what your guides have to say. Maybe just ignoring them, because our outcome is the moon, which can hide things from you. So you really have to go inside to your intuition and pull strength up from inside and um, listen to the voices, listen to be observant of nature and see the signs, whether it be cardinals or butterflies or um, falling leaves or, something that just strikes you as odd. Um, just remember that you have a unique vision from everyone else, and so it may not be the same way that other people get messages. So maybe try automatic writing.
Beautiful. Yeah. Um, oh, you said something that I wanted to mention. It's like, I mean, I agree with all of it, but there was something in there. It'll come to me. Oh, the Cardinals. I loved when you talked about the Cardinals because Cardinals are one of my signs from my ancestors that they're here. And watching the birds and things like that, it's just, they do carry messages from the gods, don't they, to the heavens, from the heavens to the earth. Fatima, hello, how are you? And Hypnicity. I hope your husband's doing well. So, this is what I heard, and this is what I wrote, Rossi's done. There's a new life coming around you. So, I don't know if that's a child coming in or if that's an animal or if that's just in spirit. that all this new life is coming around you, but it's like this wave of beautiful love coming around you. Waves of love, and it's unconditional love. And children and animals have that unconditional love, don't they? So, yeah, you're going to try automatic writing. Yeah, that's what I was doing when Tom mentioned automatic writing, too. So, that's a good hit right there. And then I'll pull a couple of cards for you, honey. So, yeah, but they're bringing you something. Oh, okay. It's a new opportunity that's coming into you too. So somehow this wave of love and this wave of new life brings you new opportunities, new places in your mind, right? The key to something, um, which is very interesting. Oh, empower yourself to change your narrative. So something about that happens, and being grateful. So they love that you're changing things and you're working so well on yourself. And also, I think that's what they're recognizing right here. They're acknowledging. And also the changes that you've made. So I hope that works, Rossi's Den. Now we will go
So
to.
Rossi, when you try automatic writing, um, it's not that your hand moves all by itself. It's more of a stream of consciousness writing. Just write down anything and everything that your mind thinks of in the moment, and then later reading it back and see what really stands out to you.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I think with any type of intuition, that's really important, Tom. I'm glad you said that because I feel like you have to kind of trust your imagination, right? And we have to trust what's coming in. And after a while, you realize that your imagination is actually spirit coming in.
And then you've got to exercise the muscles. So it may seem silly at first to write down just whatever random thoughts come through to you, but it gets easier and easier with practice, and starts to hone in on the messages that you need.
Yeah. Yeah. Sooner or later, also you get use. For me, I start getting a tingle. I can't talk today. A little tingle in the back of my crown chakra, down to my medulla oblongata. And yes, must trust. Yeah, right, Galactic. Yeah. Where do you feel it anywhere, Tom, when you know you've gotten a big hit?
Mainly, uh, it would be clairaudient. It would be just a thought in different wording than I would normally say.
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool. Okay. Um oh, we're already up. Spirit Watcher Suzanne says, did I really tap into the Akashic records and feel the chords of my parents?
Are the cords tugging at you, um, or making you be the puppet? Um, the first card is the Eight of Cups reversed. So instead of walking away from something that doesn't serve you, you're walking towards something. So you are walking towards love and fulfillment and the the connection with your parents. Second card is death, and so it seems that they've transformed to the other side, and this is a big change for you because you didn't expect to get messages. So it's a shakeup, but it's also waking you up to the possibilities. And then the third card is the Emperor, and I see your parents being strong enough to reach you from the other side, and they're steadfast, and they want you to be the best that you can, and they're being your cheerleaders on the other side. So I hope that helps you, Suzanne.
Oh, Melinda, yeah, Jane's right. That is. That's my husband. Hi, SK. SK says, I'm new here. What is the process of asking a question? If you'll just post it in all caps, dear. And we've got a few starred before you, but we're going to try to get to everybody we can today. Did you really tap into the Akashic records and feel the chords of your parents, Suzanne? And I'm hearing yes. And they showed me you kind of moving around like you were twirling or dancing with this energy. And these chords from your parents were kind of like just flying freely. It's not like they're chords of entrapment. It's like they're chords that are meant to empower you. And it's not necessarily a karmic lesson that they're bringing you, or anything that you should feel nervous about or have any anxiety in your solar plexus. It's more like chords that are going to give you strength and power. So to make change, that's what they're saying. There's changes coming, and they're here to help you with that, to help you with any transitions that are going on the planet or in your life. You have some changes coming in right now. And then I'll go ahead and pull a couple of cards on that. Oh, Suzanne, the chords were painful. Were they painful in your solar plexus? Because I'm getting something. I'm feeling something there. Yeah, does it still hurt? Jane asks, and that's a good question. Let me know if it still hurts, honey. Of course, Jane, I'd love to give you a card. Oh, as far as you know, your mom is still alive. Well, okay. Okay. I'm really feeling a lot of Archangel Michael since we brought that in with his sword. So you can dance with those chords if you want to. That's what I'm hearing. I can dance if I want to. That old song, right? And that's coming in really strong. So you can dance if you want to with those chords, or you can cut them if you want to. Sacral chakra in the lower back, mom on the right, dad on the left. Oh, so they're kind of pulling you tightly, aren't they? Yeah. So go ahead and cut those chords if you want to. You can write them both a spurn letter or a spew letter. I would always get that word wrong. That you can write them a letter and say, I didn't like this. This was a dirty, rotten thing, or I didn't agree with this part of my upbringing, and then burn it. Because you've got an awakening going on, and you don't want to be tied down to any of that. And you can take the good. You did a cord cutting prayer. Did it work? You're the only one that knows if it worked, Suzanne. So what I'm seeing is good stuff. It's that you can take all the good stuff, because there's always some good stuff there, hopefully. Or if nothing else, there are the lessons that you learned and how smart you are now, how guided you are now, and how strong you are now that you can take away from it. So I would definitely look at awakening, your awakening with it, and expansion. So I call these FGOs, effing growth opportunities, right? and most of you have probably heard that here before. So, and I had these in my childhood too. And cutting those cords takes a while to do, not so much spiritually and emotionally as it does your brain. You've got connectors within your brain that take a while to get that connection cut. So writing um, a spurn letter, or a spew letter, sorry, changing your story and saying instead, I was the victim here, they were the abusers, or whatever it was, they yelled at me, whatever. Um, that I learned so much from that. I know that I am worthy and I am strong, and changing your message and your narrative on that story. So yeah, you have no idea. Okay, well, you know what? I have a beautiful person coming on, Rachel Grant, that works with this kind of thing in the brain. So send me an email, honey, and I'll set you on to her. But she also has a anybody that needs it. She has a beautiful YouTube channel, and she's working right now on your inner child. So try sending into that, and I'll set you up with her. Okay, next.
Terry, I'm looking at the word chord, and I'm feeling that just like instruments, there's very few instruments that can play many notes at once. Like your stringed instruments, your guitars, mandolins, pianos. Um, there can be pleasant chords, and there can be disharmony chords, and
Yeah.
whether you strum it or you play it, you know that out of tune or misplaced um, item fingering, your ear can hear it right away. So um, change the music if you can, make it a better melody.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. You've only felt the chords during meditation when you go deep into meditation. Okay. Yeah, we can do something with that. And we can all do that when we go deep into meditation with Archangel Michael and his sword, and knowing that we are worthy of our own swords. Um, and he gives them to us. And when he gives you a sword, you have this power like Durga Ma, right? Not only can you slay demons with love, but you can anoint people with love too. So just this one time you felt them. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes when we go deep into meditation, we find those things, that inner child. So cutting those cords, but sometimes it also means
It,
finding a different chord and new harmony.
and there's the beauty of seeing that pain in deep meditation, that it's still there underneath everything, and you have the power to let go.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Okay. Lady Silver, do you see me moving before the end of the year?
Okay, so I drew 3 cards, and they're all pentacles. So the first one is our 6, and that's our charity card. So you've got enough resources financially to do that. And our middle card is our 4 of Pentacles, our miser card. So you've been saving up and looking forward to doing this. But at the very end, our action card is our Knight of Pentacles, and he's just standing there, but he's looking off into the distance. So it doesn't look like before the end of the year in this case.
Interesting. Um, let's see. This one's all tied up. Let me go ahead and go into it. I see you moving, Lady Silver, um, before the end of the year. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be before the end of the year. Will it be in 2024? Yes, 2024. Thank you so much, Suzanne. That's very kind of you. So yeah, I also see 2024, and I'll go ahead and pull one card for you on that. Yeah, Tom's really good, isn't he? Unconditional love. So I don't know if this is something that you're working with manifesting. I'm sure you are, Lady Silver. You're you know all about all that. But giving yourself unconditional love in this, that you're worthy of it, and knowing it in your heart that you're ready. Thank you, Divine Mother, for helping me and giving me, being able to release and accepting the love that I need. So, oh, yeah, not ready to move yet, may be forced. Yeah, well, okay, not ready to move, may be forced. I don't see it happening this year. Right now, the energy is not like that. So be really gentle with yourself, um, and take your time if you can. You know, sometimes we push ourselves, we get ourselves in situations and we get really anxious about it. And it gets even harder, doesn't it? I've been there so many times. Okay, Cherry Z. My fire alarm went off this AM for no reason. Who was it?
Well, my cards have no help for me, and I'm not hearing anything. So, um, uh, was it just the battery going off, or was it like the full alarm? It wasn't just the battery chirp. So I'm sensing it's not a who was it, it's a what was it. You know, whether it was just an odor that wafted through the house that set it off, or what. I don't think it was a presence or a being.
Yeah, I'm feeling like there might be some energy there that wants to wake you up. Um, and it might have been kind of a joke. Um, Not a prankster so much. No new batteries. Okay, yeah, not so much a prankster as somebody to let you know that they're still present. That they're coming in with a lot of light, um, and manifesting something. Like, have you been asking somebody to come in, someone that you love or someone that you admire that's passed, or perhaps your guides? Because Cherry, I think that this is something that you probably asked for in some way. Let me know if that sticks for you. If that's something that.
If they're manipulating a fire alarm, it's definitely a message you can't ignore.
Yeah, that's a big one. That is a big one. And
That's like a
especially,
frying pan to the head, you know.
yeah, right. And especially if it's something that you've asked for. So um, think about that. Have you been asking your guides to give you a message? Have you been asking an archangel to give you a message? But I get that somebody's bringing you a message. You have, Sherry. Okay. They want you to know that they're there. Yeah. Yeah. So that's a big boom to the head. So yeah, think about that. See where that lands. Okay. Now we are at Jackie's Crystal Moon. I'd love an August call. Our bleh, our August card pull. If you guys have time, please.
Well, we're all reversed here. So we have the Empress in reversed. So maybe in this summer, we've got some stagnation, and you're not feeling very fruitful, and you're not feeling connected with the ground. We're keeping ourselves inside and out of the elements, and but while you're at it, you've got the Eight of Pentacles, which is our work card, our apprenticeship card. So we're keeping busy the best that we can, but it just doesn't seem like we can always keep caught up to what there's a running list of to-dos in our head, and it's like, well, if I cross one off, I've thought of 2 or 3 more things to replace it. So it's like working without getting anywhere at the moment. But the last card is our Nine of Swords reversed, so that's good. You're not plagued by nightmares or lacking any sleep, or the monkey brain isn't working overtime when you're trying to relax. So you just got to ride out the summer and ride out that heat of the summer, and maybe you'll feel like you're catching up again.
She said there sure is a list of to-dos. That's great. So I get silent night. So sometimes we just want to be held, right? We want somebody to hold us, somebody that cares about us. Remembering that love and that feeling. I am calm and connected to bliss. So remembering no matter how much you have to do, being gentle with ourselves. And part of that is rewarding ourselves every time we do one little thing. Give yourself a little reward, whether it's 5 minutes of dancing or a cup of tea or, going shopping, thrift store, garage sale, Tiffany's, whatever floats your boat there. And this I love, heart wisdom, Jackie. So, and I'm kind of getting that heart wisdom on different levels. So being aware, again, bringing that awareness in, bringing aware of your heart, the thump of your heart, feeling the beat of it, feeling the beat of your emotions, of the planet, and being able to feel the heartbeat of the planet, and then being able to feel that heartbeat of the universe. So that brings in, I think that you're probably going through a big awakening, like a lot of us, and going into that universal energy. So it's really beautiful. And then seasons of change. I flow into change with ease and grace. So, and which will be perfect for August, right? The end of August. So, changes. Change. Thank you, Viviani. How are you today, honey? Yeah. Please like, share, and subscribe. And like, share, and subscribe to Thomas and to all our readers here. We've got a lot of readers. And Jane the Seeker, Gerald from Tarot Stash, Twisted Sushi. How are you? Quantum Love for All. Welcome. Suzanne. We've got a ton of False Teeth Tarot, ton of readers in today. So, and any readers that want to pull, please do, because I always appreciate that. Jesri says, I would love a message from my spirit guides, please, and thank you.
We start out with our Knight of Cups reversed. So your romantic side um, is a little lacking. So you're more practical these days than romantic. Uh, but you are operating out of love and emotions because we get the Queen of Cups in the center. But you keep a tight lid on your emotions. You don't want people to um, see you as too sensitive of a person. And I think we all have sensitivities that we try to hide from others. But I think your sensitivities are what your spirit guides can hone in with you on. And then your final outcome is the hermit. So if you need to withdraw just a little bit and go into yourself and do that meditation, you'll be able to better hear and attune yourself to your guides and your messages. But your guides and spirits are pleased with you and don't have anything earth shattering. Um, there's not going to be a big epiphany moment. It's just going to be confirmation that they're there. And that's what I have for you.
Okay. Brenda T had something really funny to say uh, about the. Oh, where was it? Here it is. My 95-year-old mother died. When my 95-year-old mother died, my smoke alarm went off. I had taken a sleeping pill and I sat up and said, "Thank you, Mom, but I'm too groggy. And dear Jesus, please tell them not to use the smoke alarm." Yeah, I love that. I love that, Brenda. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it is a startling way to get woken up,
Yeah,
and to introverted people and intuitive people, we have that startle reaction. Loud noises, um, a touch on the back when you're not expecting anyone to be there. Just um, I think that comes from us being quiet people uh, deep
yeah,
down. That is just like it's very jarring, and it can rev up a heart actually.
right? It really does. Um, so Jezree, um, they're saying there's a new light on the mountain. Um, that's what I'm hearing from them. So I don't know what that would mean if you're going to the mountains or if you're raising your vibrations, if it's a metaphor. But there's a new light, like either you've reached a new height, a new growth pattern, or if you're going somewhere and it's a physical light that you're working on. Um, but there's something new coming in there. And I'm going to pull these cute little cards. These are from Libby in Australia. Magistars Tarot, I think is the name of it. Oh, Sherry Z thought it was her mom telling her, your dad telling you to go see your mom today. I feel like it was your dad, Sherry. I don't know if he was um, like that, a little brash, or you know, came off really strong sometimes. But yeah, I kind of get that it was him. Oh, goody! You got jumpers here. So, Jezree, getting out of your comfort zone. Um, have you been in the swamp lately? And we all go there, don't we? And that's perfectly fine. Sometimes we need to be trying to raise your vibrations. Yeah, we all need to. Yeah, we all need to do that sometimes. We go in the swamp, and but now you've got um, a celebration coming, so everything's lighting up. Look at the candles on there, and there's 4 candles on there. Country, so again, land, something to do with the land, maybe grounding. Um, there's been space. You've been given space and transformation. You get the dragonfly. That's one of my favorites. I always love the dragonfly. So we'll go with that. That's really nice, honey. They're really happy about it. And
So,
Cherry.
Jerry, when you said like the fires on the mountain, it took me to Lord of the Rings, where they set the bonfires off on top of the mountains to signal that the war had started or the invasion had started.
Oh
So,
wow.
um, so, so maybe they've been trying to get your attention, just free, and so if one way doesn't get your attention, maybe another way gets your attention. So they're trying to communicate. You just need to um, not fight the communications.
Oh, she lives out in the country. Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. Something about the country. Yeah, I knew it was something out there. And Cherry Z says that her dad was Italian, laughing out loud. Yeah, I was getting that energy from him. That's funny. All right, Millicent. Millicent Andrew. I love that name, Millicent. Do I have any ancestors around me as guides? Any message for me?
Well, every time you think of your ancestors, they're around you, Millicent. And the ancestor I think of most is my grandmother. We shared birthdays very close. Her birthday was the day before mine, and we celebrated together often. So whenever I think of my grandmother, um, or smell the essence of rose milk, because that was a lotion that she used to use, um, that triggers her memory, and what pleasant memories to have. So we start out with the Six of Wands, which is our victory card. So I think, every time that you do think of your ancestors, they're thinking of you, and they're around you, and they watch over everything you do, because their next card is the Seven of Coins. And they especially love how you take care of things and are methodical. So you till the soil, you plant the seeds, you tend to the weeds, and then you reap a bountiful harvest in the fall. And so I don't know if their connection to the earth draws you to be a gardener or be connected to the earth and nature. Um, that's that's probably where you'll find them. Whether it be that cardinal sign, or the whispers in the babbling brook, or whatever. And then our final card is our Page of Pentacles, and our action is to um, be giving of that seed of hope to others. So the page offers the pentacle uh, out as a blessing. And so every time you do think of your um, ancestors, they're giving you and offering you that blessing. And that's what I have for you, Millicent.
That's beautiful. I love that. Yeah. Jesri, she says she had a dragonfly land on her last week. That's funny. Okay. Millicent. Yeah, I agree. Your ancestors are showing me flowers around you that are blooming and how happy they are about that. I'm getting in a lot of feminine energy. So Millicent, I don't know if you're, um, oh, you've been thinking a lot about a great grandma that you've never met. Yeah, and I don't know if she's from the old country, but she's coming in with a lot of flowers and she's also saying land. So something about a farm and blossoms and meals and um, um, so I don't know if you're working with that, if you're cooking and she likes that, or if you're producing lots of food for thought too. So it could be a metaphor. Um, and then something about jobs. So she's saying, "Give me a job." So all our ancestors want jobs, and we have to give them jobs because we're on a free will planet. So always ask your ancestors if you need something. Yeah, no, but thanks. Okay, Millicent. And so if she is, whatever she was good at, and she's good at everything, obviously, when she's on the other side of the veil. But like I asked my dad for help with finances, I asked my mom for help with healings. I always look at what I want. Oh, okay. Hypnicity, we'll get you next, honey. And then Millicent, I go into joy. They want you to have joy in your heart and that blossom, that love blossoming and that joy and wonder in your heart. And then soul mating. So feeling your love and your love for someone else. I don't know if you have somebody on the other side that's, uh, I'm getting maybe a couple there that a grandfather and a grandmother or something. And then I get soulcraft. So they're happy that you're doing your soulcraft and they're excited for that. Okay. Then we'll go to hypnicity. No, we're good, honey. We're good. We're almost done too. So let's see. And hypnicity. Can you post your I may have accidentally yeah, go ahead and post it again, honey, because I don't see it here. And I may have accidentally deleted it. You're welcome, Melissa. Okay, there we go. Will my husband get his work injury case resolved by the end of the year?
Okay, the high priestess. So it looks like um, they're fighting by trying to hide something, whether it be your job's culpability in his injury or not providing personal protective equipment for him. Um, so that's our high priestess, and the next card is our Four of Wands, which is our stable foundation and celebrations. So things are looking rosier, and then at the end we have the Hierophant. So um, the Hierophant is systems. So insurance is a big bureaucratic system, and we all have to learn how to navigate that. So when you have the Hierophant, he teaches a lesson, and then he also learns lessons. So um, as for timing, I don't know if it'll be by the end of the year, but I think he will get a satisfactory settlement outcome.
Nice. Yeah, um so I'm getting he'll definitely get it, hypnicity, by the end of the year. Not quite, but January, February. It's gonna be close to it. Yeah, yeah, you're gonna get real close, honey. So, and they're saying just to wait. Something about the attorneys. Something's going on with the attorneys. I don't know if they have to change attorneys or if you have to, but there might be a shift somewhere in the legal stuff, and it could be them buying time too. But yeah, it comes in, honey. Okay, and we'll take one more, and we are done. So, Denise McMullen, do my ancestors have a message for me?
Okay, so we start off with our King of Pentacles reversed. So you might be getting messages about household improvements, whether it's not going to be big improvements, just maybe you just need a sprucing up or a change of decor. And then our action card in the middle is our Fool. So it's taking that leap of faith to ask for messages and to listen for messages, but make sure you have that faithful companion nearby to offer support. And then our outcome card is our Five of Cups reversed. So you always are looking on the bright side of things. You know, the glass is half full instead of half empty, if there are any losses. So I think you can pull messages from your ancestors out of the murkiness. And I think in this case, we have a message of money or finances being a bit better for you. So I hope that resonates with you, Denise.
Denise, I feel like they're coming in and kind of pushing you towards something. Like maybe you feel like there have been blinders on or curtains around you for a while, and they're saying that veil is opening for you right now, and things are opening up. Like the sunshine is coming in, the light is coming in, and you're getting aware of that. So they're happy that you're studying. I don't know what you're studying, but if you're taking a class, or if you're thinking about taking a class, and sometimes we remember, sometimes we don't even need that class, right? We just start a book and yeah, and we get it. We understand it. There'll be some new beginnings. You've got new things coming in. And this might have to do with that class, but you'll gain this is balance, and you gain an awareness from this. So really good. Yeah. Really nice message. Yeah. Well, thank you, Denise. I'm glad you liked it. And thank you, everybody here. Have a great day. Thanks for being here. Thank you, moderators. If anybody sees Gina M, tell her hi and she's welcome back. Bless her heart. So, everybody have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend. And Tom, what do you have coming up?
The next thing I have is something in August with Tarot Stash and Deb and Carter Mancy Mesquite.
Oh, fun. That sounds great. I love being on Gerald's channel. He's so kind. Such a kind man. All right. Well, Everybody be sure and subscribe to Tom at Tarot Your Way. And we will see you all later. Bye-bye.
Thank you for having me, Terry.
You're welcome. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.